I've got a Sakai sank in here, and I think you won't even be able to compute how good this colour is, especially the Sumi.
I keep forgetting to point the camera because I'm too busy looking at the fish.
It almost looks Deutsch.
It does, yeah. That's because every fish you've got is such the classic shape, the shape that we're all aiming for. It's just difficult to pick out the better from the best.
This one as well, the Benny level on this is bonkers.
Yeah, absolutely superb. Oof.
It's Sakai Echo. The head shape, this is just so typically Sakai, it's ridiculous. Yeah, use power.
I must admit, I had a shock because I don't get my fish out. I don't regularly measure them or anything like that. So when you get one out because you are going to treat it and it's got a raised scale or something, when you actually get a big fish out and you've got it in your hands and it starts twisting and turning, it's mind-blowing. You don't think a fish is, I've never been a carp fisherman or anything like that, so I've never had that experience. But yeah, they are, oh my goodness.
That's one of the older can shows.
Yeah.
More like it's the best one that's come out of the batch.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It wasn't a standout one early doors.
No. It's absolutely beautiful.
And now it is one of my favourite ponds at the minute. I think it'll stay that way all year.
Yeah.
All N&D Sankies.
Yeah.
Really special batch I got on my trip in September. Not long out at Mud Pond. I think there's a lot of nostalgia with them for me. It's obviously a farm I've been at. Well, I did my work experience there.
Yeah.
And I've been visiting since I was 13. When you understand the fish and lineage that well.
Yeah.
So there's two of the biggest Sankies in there are N&D Marusho ones.
Yeah. They're just amazing. I've just running out of words. Just literally following Ricky around me, going. It's just the fish you can see. If I just pan from side to side to side, are just well, it's everything I expected to see here and more. Can you see what's down there, ladies and gentlemen? We might come back to that afterwards. Shisuis. Nice Deutsche Achiever. Who are these from?
There's quite a mixture of stuff. This is all mainly fish I'm considering for growing on again next year at the minute. Shisuis are Kawakami, they really are special. I'll bring one of them up. The colour level of them is bonkers.
Yeah. They are amazing.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Alright, mate.
Arthur likes the head pattern on this one.
I like your achiever up there, Arthur. That's pretty special, isn't it? Alright. We've been joined by Arthur. Come to give us the benefit of his knowledge. That's beautiful. So you like the head pattern on this one, yeah? The big question is, mate, when is your next trip over to Japan with your dad?
Well, you want to go all different times, don't you? So obviously go into summer, do some culling. We're trying to work out if it's going to be too hot for you, aren't we?
It does look a bit warm out there.
I know, cost a fortune, won't it? I'm a sucker for a Kinder. This is just delightful.
Yeah. It is beautiful. So these are all males?
Every single fish in here is male.
Beautiful.
And everything's Sansai now, so again around 33 months old at the minute. I think everything bar one fish has been raised since Tosai.
So you'd never look in here and say they were all male. It's amazing how they've changed and come on. I know you're going to have the discoloration of the water, folks, but honest to God, I am so privileged. This is just absolutely unbelievable. Look at that. Absolutely superb. Oh.
It's got scale, big scale on top.
What are you doing with these then, Ricky?
I have no interest in selling any of these.
Have you not?
It's kind of been done to prove a point.
Yeah.
Is that a black tanker?
Of how far we can take. So most of the fish have actually been raised in this pond since Tosai as well. Of how far we can take them as male fish. Just how good a collection you can build. You can't mistake, it's a super valuable collection of fish.
Oh yeah,
if
absolutely.
these were all females, it'd be unobtainable for 99% of people.
Yeah.
Especially given the calibre of breeders.
Yeah.
It's 80% Dainichi fish.
Yeah, if you hadn't have said, I would have had no idea. I would have had absolutely no idea these were all males.
Is that a black panther, Dad?
It looks good, then. It's a shearer.
Looks like a black panther to me. Black panther tanker.
Arthur, it's whatever you want it to do, mate. Have you got a name for your fish, or have you not gone that far?
I'm not too sure.
Don't really name
them.
No.
Well, a little secret, we've got names for all ours. That's what makes it difficult getting rid of them or passing them on. I just, yeah, whatever. Absolutely outstanding. I think your point's been made, Ricky, several times over, if I'm really honest. And hopefully people, when they, if they can just see what I'm seeing here, when they watch the video, it's... I just have no words. Absolutely stunning.
But again, if you...
So Ricky's just going to get one or two out to see, because...
This is one of my favourite pieces in here, but the Benny is just so typically Dainichi.
Yeah, there's just no way I would have known that was a female until I turned it over. But it's the body shape, the skin luster, the colour.
Again, that's the point I've made. It's more about the bone structure.
Yeah.
Because they've got the genetics.
Yeah.
You've got to pick the right, because even a female with the wrong bone structure won't produce the right body. You can't change that.
No. There's a conversation we were having earlier with far more information becoming available now, and with people like yourself doing your Koi question time and stuff, you know, so it's just people are so much more knowledgeable. You know, I would imagine there was an elite few 10 years ago that had a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
But now, you know, it's all being shared and it's all out on video, and it's, you know, you're starting your blog soon again, yeah?
The podcast.
Sorry.
Dropping tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to be busy tomorrow. Ordering my tickets, listening to podcasts. This is absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. Look at that. I think that's the one I'm going to snip a frame from and put it to my bedroom wall. Take me Farrah Fawcett down.
That has converted so many people, that fish.
Again, I'm the same. When I first saw the first one that came across, I thought, what?
Yeah.
You're getting excited about that?
This one blowing people's minds at the minute.
Apologies if you can hear the rain hammering down on the roof, folks. It's like silk, isn't it? The skin. I'm running out of words. I really am. I can't. Absolutely superb.
This is an NND sanction.
Yeah.
I'll just look admiring that Sumi then.
Yeah. And look at the backbone on it. That is outstanding. Yeah.
Maroon show signs really are a spectacle.
Yeah.
There's some making up of them.
No.
That's why I was so happy to get that batch of fish next door.
Right.
Probably the first time I've had a back-to-back quality level from him in this 10-12 years.
And it's still going, folks. We've got yet more ponds, more fish.
These are this year's T.K.P Tosai.
Are they?
Yeah. Some really nice potential in here.
I was just saying to Claire, when you get to, and I'm not disrespecting any other organisation or establishment, but when you go to other places, you look at a pond of fish and there's normally clearly one or two you can see, you know, stars in the pond.
Yeah.
Here, I just don't know how you, I don't know how you differentiate between them, because they've all got such outstanding qualities.
Most happy with it at the minute.
Yeah?
It's like a personal, reaching another personal kind of milestone in the size and development of the Nisai, because the sun's hitting it really.
I was going to say, the rain stopped, the sun's come out, absolutely blinded here, folks, so you're not going to see, well, you're not going to see what I can see, put it that way.
Yeah, I'll turn everything off and make it a little bit easier.
Just in case you haven't picked up on those shells before, they are absolutely enormous. They really are. So what we got in here, Ricky?
Everything is, again, Nisai in here. Raised up from small Tosai this past year. And these are at a pinnacle. For me, the sort of expectation of a Nisai from a top breeder is bare minimum 50-55 cm with the body and everything to suit, and that's what I've been chasing. And this is the first time, because commercially doing this is expensive. You know, there's only about 30 fish in here, which obviously puts a lot of cost on those 30 fish. I made that decision at the end of the season to extend their period to really hit those size goals and see if I could do it. You know, create that imprint of these fish I've had in my hands at these farms, and I really feel like this has done it.
Yeah.
And you actually see there's 3 fish in here that have been mud pond raised, and you'll struggle to spot them out. 2 of them actually look like skinny rumps compared to these. And yeah, collectively it's pretty much some of the best fish I've raised from last year.
Yeah. That
I will be looking to raise again this coming summer. So this was the best Dragon Ball Sankey from that batch last year.
Yeah, when they emerge into the light, it's just amazing.
I'd say that's, we're at now, about 21 months old, something like that.
They're just all absolutely immaculate.
Exciting prospect, that one.
It
really
just is. To a normal hobbyist or to somebody like me, taking any one of these, you know, I'm sure there's development on every one.
This was just the Sakai body on full show with this. But look at the shoulders, look.
Yeah. Outstanding. Oh, I can't wait for your end of season sale to come round, mate. I tell you, I'll be saving pennies.
There's a good chance, if I could get the stocking level right, and this is what I'm going to struggle with, that could be raised through to a 70 cm Sanzai next year.
Yeah? What's the temperature of this pond at the minute?
25.
25?
Yeah.
Wow. It's like watching a master netsman at work.
It's a phenomenal tiny chicken.
Yeah. It is magnificent, absolutely magnificent. And he's got ponds full of them, ladies and gentlemen. He really has. This I feel so privileged, and I'm not just saying that because Ricky's netting some fish up next to me. I just feel so privileged to be here. I would never have ever seen anything like this going around anywhere else, I don't think.
This is another one of them horrible, hideous males.
Yeah, he's awful. Yeah, I wouldn't give him pond space, mate. I'd sell him cheap if I was you.
That's from Sakai as well.
Yeah.
You see, and this is what you've got to picture. That pond I've just shown you next door, this will probably exceed the size of some of them by this point next year. Because a lot of them actually started off as smaller on this side than this is now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm still sort of learning. You know, I'm doing all my research on the bloodlines and everything else, and I know what to look for when I'm buying new koi. But what I haven't got to the point at yet is, and probably because I've not been doing it for long enough with the fish I've got, is just what they can develop into.
Yeah. This one was a really. This is a style of Sakai Sumi that a lot struggle with. So this is will make you go wow when you see where it came from.
Yeah.
At the point of this sort of going into this pond, there was only, see, like this shimmy, like they look like shimmies.
Yeah.
There was a few of them on the fish.
Yeah.
That was the whole basis for selection. But what this Sumi does, you will never anticipate how or where or when it's going to develop.
It just
you'll all of a sudden get a shimmy break.
Yeah.
And before you know it, all these started off like that, and it just, because it materializes in the top of the skin, a lot of it, and then it just forms into these. I mean, just look at that, it is pure ink.
Yeah.
It's just turning into one of the most phenomenal Sankis.
Yeah.
But a lot of people steer away because that Sumi's not there.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. I've never bothered to even really show it to anybody because that would have been the, oh yeah. And just now, we're probably 4 months later.
Yeah, it's all started to pop. Yeah.
You have to give things a chance.
Yeah, and it is difficult.
It's so young. I mean, it's like I say, like 21 months old. It's no age for a fish.
No.
Probably the fish I'm most excited about through next year.
Yeah. I think again it was that impatience is a good thing to touch on, because I was certainly guilty of it. I'd buy a fish, and if it didn't blow my socks off in 2 years, I was sort of on the road to moving it on, sort of thing. And then the trouble is, I have revisited ponds later, and I've seen that fish again. You think, holy smoke! You know, I knew nothing in those days.
One of the male brigade.
Is it again? Dear me. That's beautiful. It really is.
Sakai again.
Yeah. What I'm noticing on yours is the heads are just so clean. Yeah, so Ricky's going to very kindly bowl us a couple of fish up, just to so we can really appreciate them out of the water. I am just I'm just blown away by this place. Even Claire's impressed, aren't you, Claire? Claire's just said she's never seen this quality of fish anywhere, and again, that's no disrespect to any other breeders or any other dealers. You know, I can only say what I see. It's just absolutely mind-blowing, and I'll apologise once again if I've used the same words over and over again to describe these fish, because it's difficult for me to rate them or talk about them in a technical sense, because I am just blown away by every pond I'm looking at. It really is superb. So we'll get a couple of these out, I think, and then you can see for yourself. Right, folks, you're going to have a treat now. Ricky's just bowled us 3 beauties up to have a look at in clear water. So if you thought they were good sitting in the net, look at those. Absolutely superb. Oh.
So this is, just so you get more of how my head ticks, this has been the obsession.
Yeah.
This is from T.K.P, who raises fish incredibly well. What we've considered, you know, big Nisai. That's been mud pond raised in Japan this summer, and these 2 Sakai fish have been concrete pond raised here.
Right.
In 3,500 gallons. That obsession for me, like I say, is that size.
Yeah.
It's matching that volume. This is a powerful fish. It really, really is, look.
It is, absolutely.
And this is where I'm at with these. It's, yeah, it is the obsession. And now I'm looking more towards the, you know, the Sakais and Dainichis of this world, taking this side, sort of 60 cms becoming that benchmark, and they're moving even beyond that, the 62s, 63s.
It is what they're achieving in terms of size in such a short space of time is phenomenal.
But I can see the roadmap.
Yeah.
It's just a case of, it's all for me going to come down to stocking levels.
Yeah.
The biggest part.
But is that then a paradox, because the smaller the stocking levels, the more expensive the fish to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got to be for the right.
It's got to be in it. Yeah.
But this for me is just a dream come true to be raising. I mean, you can see the Sakai qualities here. It's frightening. Look. I'm not sure where we're at now. Wow. Yeah, 55.
Yeah.
Again. I'd say these were both in the batch. I have featured them a couple of times. 1,050 fish I got from Sakai, and they arrived with me at 12 to 15 cm.
Yeah. As you say, give them the right environment. And I know you talk a lot about temperature and food in particular. And we all know what a difference good food can make. But to actually see this in the flesh now, comparing like for like a mud pond fish against a concrete raised pond, as you just said, it is it's credit to you what you've done. And for somebody like me to come and see 3 fish like this in a bowl is, I'm just blown away.
The volume's the real bit. That's where it's quite. If you give fish the temperature and a bit of space, they'll stretch out and grow really easily. Getting the volume is where the dynamic just changes. Yeah,
the girth. We talking about one of our fish. It's we've got both. We've got fish that are really nice. They're really nice length, but they just can't feed them up enough to get them to that nice girth.
Yeah.
Or we've got one in particular. It's an absolutely amazing girth. Unfortunately, shaped like a rugby ball, but he's one of our originals. He ain't going nowhere.
And then it's just working on that colour quality.
Yeah.
It's one thing that's always set Japanese koi apart from anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, and again, it's a conversation we've had, the difference between red and orange. It's,
So even this one right now has got a more orangey hue to the belly, but it won't stay that way.
Yeah.
You can see this scales are fully loaded with deep red pigment look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thick red line. So just
and the
next year, the year after, it's just going to keep spreading, getting thicker, deeper, and more intense in colour.
Yeah. And on a shower or a sank, when you're feeding colour food, are you ever worried about it knocking back the black, the Sumi?
No, it's nothing to do with it. It literally just targets Benny.
Right.
That's it. It will tint your OG slightly, it's normal. And again, depending on the quality of the spirulina will depend on what impact that has on the shirogi.
Yeah.